What it is, familiar? Today we're gonna be talking about expanding pant legs, right? I got asked this question by one of the viewers, well, by one of my members of my Patreon about how to expand a pant leg on somebody, right? So we're gonna do that today. So this is the image. I'm about to open it up. Bow, bow, bow. We rolling? All right, we're rolling. So this is the image, right? And we're going to be talking about how to expand a pant leg, right? So first thing I want to do is kind of like retouch the image a little bit. I think it's pretty straight. Right, next I've already thrown one of my presets on there. So I feel like that's pretty chill. I'm gonna mess with the masking of that top layer, going up on the shadows a bit. Bottom layer, up shadow, bottom layer, boom, boom, boom. All right, bet. Right click, edit this in Photoshop. So we're kind of gonna hop right into it. I say that a lot, but today we're serious, right? So first thing I'm gonna do is Command J, just like so. Place him kind of like where he needs to be at. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger so I could do like that, boom. I'm gonna go to background, selecting this right here with the shape selector. Make sure this is unlocked up here, boom, enter. So if you guys haven't seen my other tutorials, go like watch them too. This is the reason why I'm moving a bit fast, because I feel like you guys have seen enough videos, at least I would hope so, to be able to know exactly what I'm doing right now so I'm not catching you off the guard, right? So same thing right here as well. Command plus, scroll it down, enter, Command D. All right, so now we're gonna work on the pant leg, right? We're gonna go ahead and scale in. This is what we're worried about, the pant leg, right? So we're seeing the pant leg. We want to make this pant leg get to a point where it's able to cover. We could do this pant leg and that pant leg. I'm gonna just kind of help you guys out to be able to show y'all how to do it, right? So first thing we want to do is we want to Command J on this image, just duplicate it. We're gonna go ahead and get the selection tool. You can do magic selection tool or quick selection tool. I'm by an airport, you guys. I'm sorry. It's insane. It's insane. I'm gonna do magic selection tool to help me out, and just wind around here, around that pant leg. Option, hold Option, and you can deselect stuff. I'm holding Option to deselect this part. I'm gonna select this part of the pants, just like so. Select a little bit more of the pants. I think this is enough for us to select, right? I'm gonna go Command J. You could do one of two things. You could Command J and put that on a new layer, and now pull this down like so, and then be able to blend it in, right? Just like that. So we could do this. This is one thing that we can do, right? Being able to move it like this. We can go backwards, Command Z. Now, or we can go ahead and go we can hold Option and then touch this masking right here. So hold Option and touch the mask, and now it will create that mask for you. Now you can move this mask around, right? So it has this little part right here, masked. Man, come on. Right here, Command T. Come on, bro. Why is it not moving the top layer? Come on. Hold on, wait, let me see. Command Z, hold it. Okay, so you're gonna just not hold Option, right? Option is when you wanna select everything but the thing you selected, which is the inverse selection. But if you wanna select the actual thing, just hit mask. It'll mask that thing, right? So now we have it masked. The reason why I do a mask instead of doing, just selecting it and putting it on another page is because that rasterizes it. So now with this, if we go on this layer and we go to white, we can paint and bring some of this other parts back in still. You see what I'm saying? So now we can still bring parts of our subject back in to make it look a little bit more natural. You see what I'm saying? So Command Z, we're gonna start over. I'm gonna go ahead and move this where I feel like fits. Hard parts or seams. So if I wanna make this come down just a little bit, because I only wanna cover right here. Like I don't like that you can see the sock, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this down right about there so you can't see a sock. Double click. So now it stays where it's set, and I can go right into here. Now all I gotta do is fix all of this up, right? So I'm gonna go right into here, go with my brush tool, right? I have white selected, and I'm literally gonna just go ahead and brush this part away, and then blend. So brush and then blend. Try to do my best to blend this little piece right here. To brush, and then potentially blend it. Just like so, hold on, let's see. Let's see what's under here fully. Okay, bet. Command Z, all right. Command Z gonna be our best friend when it comes to these, right? There you go. So that looks pretty straight. Now we'll be just fixing that part, which we could fix a little bit later, which is fine. All of this is good. All right, all of this is good right here. Right? The shadow's fine. We don't have to do anything on the shadow. We could go down here if we really feel bothered by it and go dodge and burn. To show you guys another little trick, you can go to the burn tool. You want to go down in your exposure about 25%. and then you could just create a shadow just like this for the pants if you need, right? So if you needed more shadow and that wasn't enough before, you can use a dodge and burn tool and you can burn right on top of there. So Command Z, Command Z, Command Z, Command Z, Command Z, Command Z. Very easy, very simple, very, very cool, right? So now what we have is these two layers. I'm gonna go Command J on this bottom layer, gonna select this top layer, select this bottom layer as well, click both of those, right? Command G, group them together, Command E, merge them together, right? So now these two are merged and they're used as one layer. So now I can go ahead and select this right here, which I see as a problem, right? And now I'm gonna go generative fill. Let's see what generative does. Just to fix that little part. Because you don't have to use generative fill. I could have fixed it without generative fill, but shit, it's AI, it's here, right? Why not use it? Like, let's see what the vibes are, right? Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. All right, so we have multiple ones to choose from. Did a terrible job. I mean, this one's not that bad, actually. Yeah, we can use this one. All right, merge down. Command Shift X to go into liquify menu. Go back down to his leg, just like so. You would never be able to tell. Pop this bad boy out, make it look a little more natural. And you'll never be able to tell. Command 0, hit the P. You'll never be able to tell. And now you want to do this one right here, right? Same exact vibe. We're gonna go ahead and go quick selection tool. We're gonna select all of this right here. All right, this whole pant leg. We're gonna hold Option to deselect this part because we don't want that, right? We're gonna select as close to buddy as we can, right? There we go, come on. There we go, right? All of that. We don't even really need this top part right here. We could go ahead and hold Option and go through here as well, deselect that, and now we can hit mask again, right? Oh, hold on, wait. All right, what we got to do is Command Z, cause I didn't duplicate this layer right here, right? So I could hit mask. Okay, I'm gonna hit mask again. I'm gonna hit this layer. I'm gonna Command J on this layer, and I'm gonna put it down below, and then delete this mask on this one. There we go. So now this pant leg is back. So I'm gonna show you guys what I just did. I deleted the mask on this one, just the mask itself, so the pant leg will go back. Now we're messing with this pant leg right here, which is still in a mask. I love working with mask, you guys, because bro, people don't understand the strength in masking, right? So now the same vibe here. We're gonna have to warp this bad boy back out here to be able to fit, right, to his leg, or we can go ahead and Command T, right? Command T, come on, where's my transform at? Where's my transform at? Command T. Oh, it's all the way out here. And then rotate bad boy just like that, right? We rotate them. Look down. Cause we just want to hide the shoe. That's it, right? Rotate and line up to where it needs to be at. Cause we just want to hide that ankle. Boom. I think that's good. Command T. Zoom in a little bit. Put it where we want it to be at. Match the lining up a bit, just like so, right? Double click to make it stay. Command. So now what we can do is, being that I know that this is the one that I want, I'm gonna go ahead and let me see. Select and mask. Oh nope. Go back, cancel. I'm gonna go to Command E. Oh, nope. Not what I meant to do. Let's see. Sorry, y'all, I gotta take my pills. Cause, yeah. All right, let's see. This one right here, Command T. Cause it wouldn't look realistic if this was like hanging out of the like, if this is hanging like this, it's not look realistic. It got to be like out here. So like it would have to be like this, right? So now we need to rotate it like that from that point of view. So we're gonna rotate it like that, so that way it's like out here. Yeah, see, that looks way more real. There we go. Double click that, Command T, boom, and now we just gotta morph this from where it's at, literally. Now go to that bottom layer, We're gonna go to dodge and burn again, like I just showed y'all how to do that. Go to the burn. And now we're gonna literally we got that boy at 26%. We're gonna literally drag right under here just to show a little bit of that shadow. Maybe go here again a little bit and show a little bit more of that shadow from that shoe. Dodge and burn, bro. I'm telling y'all, dodge and burn gonna do it. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go Command J on this bottom layer. Remember, Command G, Command E, right? Boom, merge them together, right? Or what we could do before I did that, right? Before I did that, I could go here and I could go to the draw tool, right? With that white selected and get rid of this bad boy right here. We could do this. All right, get rid of this bad boy. And then we can work on blending this back together, right? We can do that one thing, or we can go ahead and go Command E, merge them together, and then we can fix it. We can fix it our own way also. So we got two ways to do that. We can blend it like that, and stuff like that. Just doing like little quick flicks and stuff. Just want to get that hard line going. That's really it. All right, so now I can merge them together, Command E, and now I can go ahead and get this part going. We can try, we're gonna try generative fill again. Let's see what it does. See if it gives us what we need. And you probably might need to select a little bit more. And let's see what it does. But yeah, this is extending pant legs. This is a weird question to get asked on Patreon. How to extend pant legs. And I said, you know what? Make a video how to extend them pant legs. Cause y'all probably be out here wearing high waters and we photographers got a problem with that, right? Boom, merge down, Command Shift X, liquefy menu, right? Now we wanna make it like he got no knee right there. We gonna go ahead and pop that bad boy back in. Y'all see that? Pop that bad boy back in. Right, hard, I know, thank you. I appreciate y'all. Command 0, and the image is good. Now you do all your other, retouching, editing, and stuff like that. And yeah, I need to take a, I just snapped. I just snapped like crazily. I need to take a screenshot of how I just did this so I remember. Command Shift 4. That's how I remember. So it's for the, I need a screenshot for the, what's it called? I need a screenshot for the thumbnail, man. I'm not just taking a picture of a man legs for no reason. All right, it's for the thumbnail. Don't do too much. Stop tripping out. There we go. All right, I got the screenshot that I needed. There you go. And then I'm gonna do one of it after, like a before and after. But I need to be pretty big so I could pretty big? Crazy. I need to be pretty big so I can see the difference in the two. There you go. There you go. One more. But I think it's really cool tutorial. I appreciate you guys. I made it for you guys, and yeah, let me know what you guys want to see next. What do you guys want me to do? I have a list of stuff that I'm dropping on the Patreon, so make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and make sure to check out the Patreon, you guys. And yeah, until next time, taxi. Yo, if you're serious about leveling up your photography and content creation, make sure to join PNG Culture, you guys, over on Discord and Patreon. We talk in the Discord community every single day, just helping each other level up our photography and just get better at content creation overall. It's more than just about photography itself. We actually talk about real world problems, real life problems, and just navigating mental health and a whole bunch of different things that come with this entrepreneurship journey, you guys. And then also make sure to check out the Patreon if you guys want a deeper dive on my editing process. Whether you see something really cool on Instagram on my feed and want to know exactly how I did it, I drop the tutorials inside of there. I do different composition editings, like different composites and different things like that. VFX. We also do one-on-one calls in there. Anybody that's in there that's a premium member can get one-on-one calls and one-on-one access to me. I do business growth tips and different help. I just honestly give out all of my knowledge that I have that I'm not able to give out on YouTube. For those that want to dive a little bit deeper and are more serious, I give all of that out on the Patreon channel. So I hope to see you there. Until next time, taxi.
so long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. I say so long,